visiting scholar, and this guy is from Spain, and he was did 3 months intern in our lab, and in the yesterday is the last day of his visiting visiting
Visit.
visit the visit. Uh, and actually, the English level I mean the English level of this Spanish visiting scholar is not very good. So probably it's very similar. Uh, it's very similar with as me. I mean, it's very similar with me. Uh, but uh, but he already got the PhD degree,
Mm-hmm.
and even now is his second postdoc position
Mm-hmm.
now. So yeah, if my I mean um, if the person who I want to talk about have not very high English level, I will not be scared to communicate with them. I mean, I will be confident because we know both of us English are poor, is poor. Um, I mean, uh, I'm the person uh, um, who want to talk with this, uh, who want to talk with him,
Mm-hmm.
and we are our daily research, uh, our daily research um, didn't cross, didn't cross, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot meet each other very well, very much.
Yeah.
Mm,
So
yeah,
there's
but
nothing in common, right? You cannot find something in common to discuss, right? You
yeah,
study different
yeah,
thing. Mm-hmm.
I can find something in common to talk with him.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk with him,
Yeah.
and finally I think we have a we made a friendship.
Mm-hmm.
I made a friendship with him. The yesterday is the last day of his visiting research in
Mm-hmm.
our lab,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't tell anyone. Uh, he didn't tell anyone else. Uh, but luckily, I met him in the cafeteria,
Mm-hmm.
and finally we grabbed some sandwich and talk for and talk together. I mean, and we had a talk about the future of our career path.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. And I told him about and I mean I complain. Yeah, I complain something. I mean, um, yeah, I complain something to him, which is about which is how to how to be a PhD, how to be a PhD candidate.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him I'm not very sufficient for the. I mean, I'm not very sufficient for the PhD degree.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in my leisure time, I don't like to read some literature, read some paper,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to do this
Yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
you want to be a if you want to get a PhD degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said it's not. He says it's very common, it's very normal because you are the first year of the PhD.
Mm-hmm.
So so maybe in this stage you don't have a goal. I mean, you don't know your um, you don't know your research you don't know your research plan.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe in this stage you are you are a little bit um, mm, I don't know how to say this word. Uh, you may a little bit confused.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, confused about your PhD career.
Yeah.
Uh, so uh, it makes me. I mean, it makes me. This conversation make me a little bright. I mean, I don't know how to say. But it made me feel better now. To don't not anxious, not anxious about my PhD career.
Yeah. So this man give you something which you
Advice,
are no not so anxious, right? You're not so
yeah, no,
anxious. So what was his advice?
he advised uh, he advised that if you don't want to work, if you don't want to work, you just uh, you just you just relax yourself.
Mm.
You just relax your because you know if you don't want to work, uh, your efficiency, the work efficiency is not high, so you
Mm-hmm.
don't. Uh, I mean, uh, you don't need to force yourself to stay in front of the screen
Mm-hmm.
and to read some paper
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
it's very low efficient.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Um, mhm.
do you think he? You mean he's a scholar? Does it mean he have a very high standing in the research community, or he's just a graduate?
Uh, I mean, if you get a visiting scholar means I mean yes uh, you get some achievement in your PhD or in your research area.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go other lab and do and exchange with them. I mean exchange
Mm-hmm.
do an exchange. I mean the visiting scholar is very similar to the exchange student.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the exchange student is for some PhD candidate, but the visiting scholar is for some postdoc or the professor or associated professor.
Yeah.
That's the difference, I think.
So, during his stay in Belgium, does he have make some presentation to the class, or does he did he make a talk, something special about his topic, his specialty?
Mm, yes, but it's in his uh, first time arriving in our life. So he gave us a report about his research field and and you know but it's very brief. It's
Mm-hmm.
very brief. So yeah, so not I mean, I didn't. I'm not very familiar
Mm-hmm.
with his research area or his research topic now.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay. Um, so in your study,
Hmm.
do you have option to change the research target?
Sorry, what you mean?
Well, you told me your research has to do with HIV, right?
Yeah.
So when you choose this topic, maybe you don't know whether you really like it. Let's say later on, you think that there's something better you can do research. Can you change
Hmm.
after a few months or 1 year? Can you change your topic?
Um. No, I think.
No, cannot.
No, because uh, yeah, I mean, you can change it, but it's very difficult to do that
Mm-hmm.
because if you want to change your research field, that means you have to switch your supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, change your supervisor, and to be honest, um, it's not very, it's
Feasible,
not,
right? Feasible. Do you
yeah.
know? Do you know what I
I
mean?
mean, yeah, it's feasible,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not good. It's a not good way to deal with your supervisor. So, if someone change his supervisor, it means he really cannot read a PhD program in this supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a it may be um, it may be affect uh, your supervisors um, pro prostate. I I mean prestige. Yeah,
Prestige. Mm-hmm.
prestige. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
reputation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's the same word.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Teach and also it will affect yourself as well,
mm-hmm.
and maybe other people will think about why you cannot do a PhD with this or with your supervisor. Maybe something was some problem uh, appear apparent in yourself. I mean appear in yourself.
Yeah, but when you do this choice, have you
Mhm.
thought about why you choose HIV as your research topic?
Um, uh, Actually, I have no choice because
No choice.
this is the only offer. This is the only offer I got,
Uh huh.
so I came here to do the PhD.
Right.
But actually, I also have another choice
Mm-hmm.
in Fudan,
Mm-hmm.
in Shanghai.
Yeah.
But I want to go overseas and
Yeah.
do an international PhD student,
Mm-hmm.
and um, I want to go abroad
Mm-hmm.
and um, and
Experience. Yeah.
experience.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So if you were to stay in Fudan, what other research area they offer you?
Uh, experience. Okay. Sorry. Wait a second. Uh, okay. In Fudan, I'm also do the some I mean, my major job is about the bioinformatics,
Mm-hmm.
and the bioinformatics can combine with the different topics. So that's why I can get the HIV related PhD opportunity from the overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so so in Sudan, I also did the bioinformatics, but the bioinformatics combined with the developmental biology.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my previous supervisor uh, is focusing on the human embryo. Yeah, it's focusing on the human embryo, and he used the bioinformatics method uh, to describe the development trajectory
Mm-hmm.
uh, of an embryo,
Mm-hmm.
but in mice,
Mm-hmm.
in mice. Uh, so 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 but in mice. Mm, but for now, maybe he can collect some human embryo from
Mm-hmm.
the hospital,
Right.
and maybe in the future he will focusing on the embryo development
Mm-hmm.
trajectories.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Because
it's
it's.
very interesting, but you know, I think it's very fundamental research.
Mm-hmm.
So translate you cannot translate your research to the industry,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
uh, and that's why. And maybe you can you can publish some high level articles,
Mm-hmm.
but uh, it's very hard for you to get a job in
Mm-hmm.
industrial.
Yeah.
I mean in industry.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why I want to do this PhD job.
Mm-hmm.
And and another reason is that I want to just like just like I said before, I want to experience the Europe
Mm-hmm.
the Europe customers and the culture here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the true reason. But
Right.
actually, for now, uh, I, I'm a little bit regret. I
Mm-hmm.
mean regretful.
About your choice?
Yeah, about this choice.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get yummy food, and you have to talk with others with English, and maybe sometimes you can not express yourself exactly,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe sometimes you cannot understand what he asked you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and uh, in one word, you cannot understand each other's very well.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this, mm, maybe this cause, maybe this reasons is why I feel the grateful for this stress. But uh, I think it's a good thing if you can overcome this problem.
Mm-hmm.
The research is international.
Mm.
Uh, you have to social even if you are even if you are in Sudan's PhD, you did a PhD in Sudan, you also have to learn the English because maybe in the future you will go to some symposium,
Mm-hmm.
some conference, and you have to talk with the the foreigner the foreigner researchers with English
Yeah.
because English is a world language.
Mm-hmm.
I,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know how to say it. It's a world language. So that's why. Uh, so so whichever you choose now, um, in the finally you have to improve your English
Yes.
and and yeah.
Yeah, but
So
English is just a tool. The main career
yeah.
is your research. So my question is, because I think HIV is, I think it's not a major disease or right illness,
Yeah,
right?
it's not major disease.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think the scope a little bit limited, right? If you
Mhm.
do cancer research or some other more prevalent disease, maybe the scope it will be bigger, right?
Mhm.
Right? So that's why
Yeah.
I asked you why you chose. That means you didn't have a choice, right? If you study in
Yeah.
Belgium, right? But
Um.
have you
Yeah.
tried, for example, Germany or other country?
No, I didn't. I mean, um, actually, I searched some PhD opportunities in German,
Mm-hmm.
mm, but most of them are negative.
Right.
Yeah, and and you are right. You are totally right. The cancer is major and it's very
Mm-hmm.
uh, hot hot spot
Yeah.
hotspot of the bio, biology
Yeah.
research.
Yeah.
So, but it also caused some problem. It also caused some problem like it's highly competitive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's highly competitive. Uh, this research field is highly competitive, and if you want to do some research, like the disease research, like the cancer, or the HIV or etc. The I mean the major source, the major things is the sample.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get the patient sample, you can do the research.
Mm-hmm.
So the patient sample
Mm-hmm.
is a vital thing for this research. But but it's a highly strict. It's a highly strict rules of the of the sample collection in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, in Europe, it's more strict than that in Chinese,
Mm-hmm.
which means in China you can get these samples, you can get these patient sample
Mm-hmm.
easily. So for now, for now, to be honest, um, mm, the cancer research is more uh, it's very mm, it's very strong in China and in America.
Mm-hmm.
For some lab in Europe, they cannot get the patient sample easily, and that's why
Mm-hmm.
they cannot be more they cannot be more productive in this field.
Mm-hmm.
And if you cannot be more productive, you cannot get them. You cannot get more
Yeah.
fundings
Mm-hmm.
uh, from the research community.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right.
And
Yeah, I think too specialized, and well, if you in the future, let's say you finish your PhD,
yeah,
is it more limited? Like you said, what you study relate to your future career. So
hmm
would it limit the scope? The kind of job that you may find. You know.
you mean after I get the PhD
Yeah,
degree,
yeah, yeah,
what kind of job I can find?
yeah. It's your field will be limited, right? More limited if you study other field, right? Which have a broader applications, right?
For yeah, yeah. We also. I mean, I also talked to this. Talk this.
Scholar,
I mean,
visiting scholar,
scholar.
yeah.
Yeah, talk this to the scholar, and talk this worries. I mean, my worries
Mm-hmm.
to the scholar, and I have to say that this scholar also this this researcher also agree with me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean uh, I mean if you get the if you get the PhD degree, uh, your uh, your job your job uh, the range
Mm-hmm.
the range of your job. I don't know if you can understand me. The range of your job
Yeah. I know.
is very narrow
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
you are specific.
Yeah.
Uh, you you are uh, you are
Specialized.
specific to
Yes.
some
Yeah.
to a narrow
Mm-hmm.
research
Yeah.
to a narrow research
Mm-hmm.
focus. Uh, f- yeah, for instance, if you are a master, you can get some job like like the consulting, the selling, um, and maybe not in the biology related field. Actually, you can go to the some insurance company,
Mm-hmm.
uh, some and some education, some education. Um, some education company to teach people about the biology
Mm-hmm.
lectures. But if you are a PhD, uh, I mean, you can do this job,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but maybe you are very overqualified for
Yeah.
this job,
Mm-hmm.
and also maybe in your heart and in your feeling, uh, you don't like to do this job because I pay more effort in the PhD degree, but finally I only do the job similar. I only do the job that the master a master can do. So
Yeah.
maybe maybe this will cost you uh, maybe this may make you
Discouraged.
feel
Discouraged. Discouraged.
discouraged.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do feel that you are now struggling. Even just entering this program for only a short time. Right?
Yeah,
So I don't know. Is 4 years too long to to do something which you have doubts? Right?
yeah. I have to say it's better now. You know, at the first month of the PhD of my PhD programs, uh, actually I really want to quit. For that time I have to apply uh, I have to apply a funding, apply a grant,
Mm-hmm.
for the PhD fellowship. But it's highly competitive.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and this grant named FWO, and uh, uh, this this grant is supported Belgian by the Belgian government,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean the Belgian government will cover your will pay your salaries during the 4 years PhD
Mm-hmm.
degree.
Mm-hmm.
During the 4 year PhD program, and so it's highly competitive. You
Mm-hmm.
can imagine that. The many local people and some many local people cannot get
Mhm.
cannot get this funding very easily.
Mhm.
Um, uh, so for me, I think it's more hard. It's more harder. It's more harder. I mean, it's harder for me. You know, you are a foreigner,
Yeah.
and uh, why not the Belgian government support the local people rather than you? So so um, so I think uh, it's very hard for me, and you have to write a research proposal, maybe the 10 page, uh, and you know um, uh, when I arrived in Belgium, it's only 10 days.
Mhm.
It's only 10 days left. It's only 10 days left for me to to write to write a research proposal
Mhm.
for applying this funding.
Mhm.
So you know, in that 10 days, I'm freaked out. I'm freaked out. I really freaked out. So I only have 6 hours sleeping. I have only 6 hours sleep,
Mhm.
and if I o- and once I wake up, I sit in front of the screen and typing and type some word, and you know and I have three supervisors to help me check my research proposal, to help me review the research proposal.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes uh, even the comment from these three supervisors are not uh, are not same. I mean, you know, their comment. You mean maybe the supervisor A give you suggestions
Mhm.
uh, to modify this uh, to modify some section of your papers,
Yeah.
but you know maybe this section has been modified by another supervisor. So
Mhm.
you know sometimes uh, the suggestions from these supervisors are conflict.
Mhm.
I mean, so you know for me, um, I'm very dilemma. I
Mhm.
mean,
In a dilemma.
in a dilemma.
Yeah.
Uh, in
So
nine, nine,
each PhD candidate have two advisor or how many?
yeah, two advisor.
Two
But
advisor.
you know, for reviewing your research proposal, there are three supervisors to help
Three.
me.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the two professor and one postdoc.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So in that case, what do you do? Which advisor you choose?
actually, I will tell you. Actually, at the beginning, if supervisor A gave me a suggestions, I will modify it,
Mm.
and even the supervisor B gave the conflict suggestions for the same section,
Mhm.
I will also modify it, and I try my best to combine these two
Mhm.
suggestions
Mhm.
better.
Mhm.
Uh, but you know, it's only 10 days left, and
Yeah.
I have I cannot pay much time in this.
Yeah.
Uh, you know my first goal is to
Yeah.
complete this
Mhm.
research proposal, and after that you have to review that.
Mhm.
Um, so finally I just leave that. I just leave that. I just don't care their suggestions, don't care their conflict suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
I just I also add some uh, my opinions in this uh, in their suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So finally, yeah, I'm be a little bit negative for that
Mm-hmm.
because I'm really, I mean, exhausted. I'm
Mm-hmm.
really exhausted for that.
Yeah.
So,
I thought
so
the scholarship or offer will be like before you came to Belgium, because you are taking a
no,
lot of risks, right? You are taking a lot of risks.
no. Actually, this scholarship is that uh, is for the PhD. It's for the first year PhD
Yeah.
student.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are first year PhD student, you can apply this. Um, I mean, uh, I mean the first year of my PhD is supported by my supervisor,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe he got some other grant,
Mm-hmm.
other fundings, and which can support me.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he asked me to apply this FWO
Mm-hmm.
because if I get the FWO grant, um, I don't spend my supervisor's money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why he asked me to apply that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very it's very hard. It's very hard funding.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
So
So
why the supervisor have to put his own money to help you? I don't understand.
you why help me?
Why the supervisor? He is
Yeah,
helping you study the PhD as well have to contribute money to help you? It doesn't make sense
yeah,
to me.
yeah. Yeah. It's common in the Europe because in the Europe, PhD is not a it's not like a it's not like a course. I mean, it's not like the program.
Mm-hmm.
It's more likely a job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you pro uh, you produce some I mean you produce I mean you will do some experiment
Yeah.
and have some good result. I mean have some good outcome. Is that correct? Outcome.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, give some outcome uh, for your for your lab.
Mm-hmm.
So finally you can publish some articles or some papers in some
Journal.
journal.
Journal. Yeah.
Yeah, in some journal, and this paper will also increase your supervisor's reputation,
Mm-hmm.
will increase prestige,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it's more like a job. It's not a course for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah, and actually, I'm very grateful for my supervisor.
mm-hmm.
He gave me this opportunity to let me go overseas and study as and do a PhD in Europe. And it's very hard for some for some students. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's hard to get a PhD opportunity in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So
So
in your case, do you know the supervisor before you came to Belgium? You have some
no,
interview, or you don't know him before you come?
yeah, I don't know him before I come to the Belgium, but we got the interview, we got the examination before I get this PhD
Yeah.
opportunity. You
So
know, yeah, after you.
so the first 6 days you scram for the paper. Did they help you in the process? Did they help you give you enough advice to let you pass? Because it's critical. Could it be possible that they reject your application and return? You need to return home that paper.
That paper, which paper?
Well,
I mean,
you have to rush to finish the 6 days, right? You said about you have to complete the report, right?
yeah, I complete my report.
Yeah. So that report, uh, if you fail, could you be rejected and need to go back to China if you couldn't finish?
If you couldn't finish the funding of application, or
Well, you said you could scram for the report, right?
you mean the lab report?
Yeah.
In the last Tuesday?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, no, it's just it's just it's just a normal report for
Oh,
the
it's
group meeting.
nothing to do with whether you can stay or not, right? It's just a
Yeah,
part of your program.
yeah, it's part of my program. So
So
yeah,
why do you feel so
but
stressed? Why do you feel so stressed?
I mean, yeah, it's very, I mean, I know it's very valuable opportunities. It's very, I'm very grateful for my supervisor can give me an opportunities, uh, to do the PhD in overseas, and he can pay my salary
Mm-hmm.
and even teach me some knowledge. Uh, so I'm very thankful for my supervisors. But uh, that's a reason. That's a reason cause me feeling the stressful,
Oh, okay, okay.
because he really um, offer you some. He really offer you something,
Yeah, yeah,
and,
yeah. So
and he very support you to do something. So I don't want him to feel. I don't want
disappointed, disappointed.
yeah, disappointed.
Yeah,
I mean distressed.
I see, I see. So how
So
did you
that's
do the
why
report? How did you do? How did you fare? Did they give you an assessment? That report?
uh, the lab meeting report.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Actually, my supervisor is satisfied with me,
Uh huh.
with my performance.
Yeah.
So I think it's not bad. But I don't know if it's a I mean yeah, he gave me a positive feedback,
Mm.
um, but I'm not I don't I mean I'm not sure whether it's sufficient for me.
Mm-hmm.
So even if he gave me a positive feedback, should I make more progress for that
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that? Yeah. So even he gave me a positive feedback, I also I also feeling a tiny stressful for that.
Mm-hmm.
So overthink. I mean, I'm really overthinking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's correct. Sorry.
So, okay, I just want to understand these 4 years. Are you sure you can um, learn something useful,
Hmm.
or is there any way that you can um, have some breakthrough? Okay, because the
Breakthrough. Yeah.
research, in my mind, research is about the frontier, right? You are doing
Frontier.
something. You know what I mean? Frontier.
A frontier, yeah.
Yeah, you are doing something which is some problem which is still unsolved, right?
I
Unsolved,
thought, yeah.
right? You're trying to crack the code, right? You try to crack the problem.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
So, have you identified the problem you try to crack?
And then, uh,
And do you have an approach? You have a long-term approach, right? It's a long-term plan, right? It's like
mm-hmm.
4 years. It's a long time, right?
Yeah, that's right. But actually, for now, I just finished my research proposal for my PhD student, for
Yeah.
my PhD degree. But for now, I didn't start it because maybe my supervisor have his plan for that.
Mm-hmm.
And for now, I just do I just finishing. I'm just finishing some project that didn't finish in the previous student.
Mm-hmm.
So for now, I I deal with I mean I handle a project related to the COVID.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said the bioinformatics can combine with many research fields. So for this project, the bioinformatics combined with the COVID-19 disease. You know the
What's the disease?
COVID. I mean the
COVID.
coronavirus.
COVID. Oh,
COVID.
COVID. Okay. Okay.
COVID.
COVID.
Yeah, COVID-19. I
Oh.
said COVID. Yeah, COVID-19. Uh, so so for now, my plan is to finish this project, and I will try my best to to make some outcome, like make some publications based on this project.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's my major major goal for now. My my stage goal. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
uh, so yeah. Um, so uh, so what I want to say. Uh, and for my PhD degree, maybe I will solve mm, I want to uncover the mechanism that uncover the mechanism uncover the mechanism that how the HIV virus infect the cell in the lymphonode. You know the lymphonode.
Never know. Okay.
Lymphonode is a second immunity uh, second immunity organs in
Mm-hmm.
your bodies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That may be the lymph nodes in your neck
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
in
Right.
your
Nymph.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. Nymph
Yeah,
node.
maybe in your leg,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere of the so. And this the lymph node is I mean the lymph node is important. I mean the uh, play an play an um, play an role. I
Play
mean
a
play
role.
an
Yeah. Yeah. Play the
yeah
role.
play a role
Mm-hmm.
uh, in the deficiency. I mean your body will do some action
Yeah. Yeah.
to defend the virus. So but for now it's still unclear
Yeah.
in this field that how the HIV virus it persists, how the HIV virus persists in this in these tissues. I mean in these organs.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe the uh, secretary. The secretary. This word, the
Secretary. No.
secretary is like the shell. I mean, uh, like the refuge. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
refuge. I mean, sanctuary. Yeah, it's this word. Sanctuary. It's like the
Sanctuary.
refuge.
Yeah. Refuge.
Sanctuary.
Yeah, refuge. Mm-hmm.
Refuge. Refuge.
Yeah.
Okay, refuge. It's just like the refuge for the for the uh, for the cells infected by the HIV.
Yeah.
You know, maybe the HIV infected cells will be hardened in this organ, in the lymph
Mm-hmm.
in this organ. So it's worth to do some research uh, to to uncover to to uncover the mechanism
Mm-hmm.
uh, to uncover the mechanism uh, underlying these infected cells,
Mm-hmm.
HIV infected cells.
Yeah.
So that yeah, that's the main research goal for my PhD degree.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, but you know it had to cost many money for this project.
Yeah.
You mean you have to spend money to collect the sample, and
Mm.
you have to pay pay the technique pay the technique.
Mm-hmm.
So
The
it's a
lab, right?
huge
Technician.
technician. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
fundamental research very expensive. I know.
yeah, and it's yeah, it's hard to translate your research finding to the industry. I
Yeah. I
mean,
know. A long way. It's a long
yeah,
journey. A
it's
long-term
long
investment.
journey.
Yeah,
You
very
have
long.
to do some clinical trial. I
Yeah.
mean, the three different stage
Yeah.
clinical trial.
And it's very hard to get through the approval process, right? Very
Mm,
expensive. That's why the drug
very
company
expensive.
actually they before the COVID they had a crisis. Okay.
Crisis.
Yeah, because the drug company spend a lot
Uh-huh.
of research money, to go through the approval process. They have to do many
Oh.
trial tests, and then they have a limited period of expiration to protect the drug. Right? So
Yeah.
that's why they had a crisis. Many of the patents is going to expire. Okay.
Mhm.
But then the COVID came and then give them a big opportunity to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because I read
Mm.
this thing before the COVID. They had a crisis, okay? Before
Uh,
the COVID. I think that's why maybe they created COVID to save
COVID.
themselves.
Yeah, I also hear these rumors, but
Yeah,
I,
conspiracy.
yeah, and you know the COVID is proven that it cannot generate by the evolution. You
Yeah.
know,
It's from the
it's
lab, right?
yeah, yeah, it's
I,
from the lab.
I know.
It's
So
so
I know.
yeah,
Nobody will know the secret, because they
yeah.
destroy all the evidence. Right?
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
So it's like a become an eternal secret, nobody will know.
Internal secret.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody will ever know the truth.
Internal secret.
Yeah. Anyway, good luck. I
Yeah.
think this kind of job really hard.
Yeah. Really hard.
Really hard job, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What's your plan for your days?
my plan, well, tomorrow we have another meeting because like um, business is about partnership, okay?
Uh
And
huh.
and
Yeah.
I think this pastor from Anhui, he know many people, okay, in China,
Okay.
because he
Good.
used to have a education program. Like he had a Christian school basically, okay, in the past.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think very we'll talk with him tomorrow and see how we will collaborate. Because he also have an idea. He said
Mhm.
there are about 1 million Chinese working in North Vietnam, but most of the children are still living in China, okay? Which is not good for the family because the
The
parent don't.
children, yeah,
Yeah, because the
not see the
parent,
parent.
yeah, have to do business in Vietnam, but the children are still maybe staying with their mom, staying home, which is not
Mm-hmm.
good for the family. Okay, so he had an idea to set up some kind of school. Okay, right in Vietnam
Send
to,
to some.
yeah, to provide
Oh,
education for the kids so that the kid can come from China to Vietnam. Okay,
to Vietnam.
yeah.
Oh, cool, cool.
Yeah, I think we have many things in common. So we want to do
Mm-hmm.
education and do things like 5P, right? I told you, non-Christian only care about profit, okay? Profit, profit, profit,
Mm-hmm.
profit, profit. 5P, 4P, all about money. We are different. We have a
Yeah.
purpose. We have a purpose. It's about people, how we serve the people,
Mm-hmm.
and the planet, and partnership. The last is profit. Okay, if you do the first four things well, the profit will come. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, cool, cool. It's very good. I'm very curious why whether these parents can pay can pay for the children's education. Most of them they didn't just they didn't take care about the children's educations
Yeah.
because it's very hard for them to make some money. Maybe in this parents' opinions, they will like their children to do some jobs
Mm-hmm.
rather than to go to school. So
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the problem.
Depend if they are struggling, then maybe they
Yeah.
want the children just to work. But if you are
So
children, it's illegal to work, right?
yeah, it's illegal to work.
Yeah, so maybe they have to stay home with the mom, or because China also have no problem with the language, right? If you come to Vietnam, you have a language barrier, right?
Yeah. Language barrier. Yeah,
Yeah, so I
that's
think,
true.
well, we'll see. I think there are many things
Yeah.
we can do
Okay.
in education.
Yeah. Hope you will have a good meeting with them.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you for your time. Wish you all
Thank
the
you.
best.
Okay.
See
Yeah.
you soon. Have a
Have a
good
good day.
weekend. Bye bye.
Bye.